There was a famous POW camp in Vietnam, and the prisoners who died first were the optimists, not the weak ones or the hopeful ones. Admiral James Stockdale survived 7 years in the Hanoi Hilton. He was tortured and isolated with no end in sight, and he watched the men around him. He watched the ones who said, "We'll be home by Christmas." Christmas would come and they were still there. Then they'd say home by Easter, but Easter would come and still there. Stockdale said that they died of a broken heart. But here's what saved the ones who made it. They held two things at the same time. They confronted the brutal facts of exactly where they were without lying to themselves. And they never lost faith that they'd walk out eventually. And that's the part a lot of mindset gurus skip. They say just think positive, but that's only half the instruction. Hope with no honesty snaps the second reality doesn't cooperate. It was never about the mood of the thought. Positive, negative, doesn't matter. It was whether your thinking kept you taking the next action instead of just shutting down. So when something hits you, don't ask, how do I feel better about the situation? Ask, what's true and what can I do next? That gap between what happened and what you tell yourself about it, that's the rep. That's the thing we train. Knowing the gap exists and training it are two different things. That's what I do with clients one-on-one. Figure out what's true and what you actually do next. DM me the word next and we'll talk.